Hey guys, hope you're well. We're out in the beautiful Din Din National Park and it's been a few months now, so I thought it's time we give the Odyssey rooftop tent from James Brown a review. I'm gonna finish my coffee and then we'll get into it. Going into this year, I was fortunate enough to jump on with the guys at James Brown as an ambassador for the year, but it doesn't mean I don't want to give it an honest review. Over the 5 months that I've had this now, it's seen some things, whether it was our travel from Perth to here across the Nullarbor, all through Australia, or just our trips around Cairns. It's been a very wet, rainy season, so that means this thing's seen a lot of water as well. It's handled great, but with that, we're gonna go through a few of the things that have done really well and a few of the things I wish were better. Starting off on the inside, this thing is so spacious. I can sit up, hang on. Enough room in here for me to sit up without my head touching and someone else, usually my wife, to be sitting here as well, and us to be able to play board games, card games, stuff inside here. You wouldn't be able to normally do in a clamshell because your head would be hitting the back of the tent. Speaking of up here, we also have this elastic storage spot, which is where we usually put all our clothes when we're on trips, which is great to keep them out of the way of your feet or other areas around you. Another awesome thing to quickly point out is this internal fan. The button for it's actually under the fan, but what it does is it extracts the air from inside, meaning that you get no condensation inside here, which is usually a problem in some rooftop tents. One of the other perks of the James Brown design with the pop-up is that you get 360 views. I don't think I've seen this much fly mesh on a rooftop tent ever. What this means, you get views for days. Now, once you've got the tent up, these 4 gas struts are the thing that will lift it up, but also they are the locking mechanism to stop it closing or folding in the wind or stuff like that. You simply push and click. These things have handled tons and tons of rain, tons of wind, and it doesn't even flinch. Now, in saying that, when it's raining, you obviously don't want the flywire and all the doors open. Even in the rain, there's enough space above the windows that you can open up and still get some airflow in here. When it comes to space in the Odyssey, it really is the gift that keeps on giving. Yes, it's got tons of space for us inside, but that also can be used to store all our stuff inside. We would have our bags, our clothes, both our pillows and our sleeping stuff all in here, and this thing will still close up nice and easy, as you're about to see. Now for this next bit, I want you to see just how quickly I can put this down, so I'm not gonna make any cuts to this next section, and I'm gonna go pack the thing up now. Truth is, I should have put those doors down to start with. I was just being dumb there. And that's that. It really is quite simple. I made that pretty slow just because I didn't have the doors down already, but it's as simple as that. Probably the biggest tip for packing it up is keeping this back door completely flappable, because you actually use this handle to bring the tent down and close her up like that. And now to show you, setup is actually even quicker. Let me just do that right now. Boom, job done. Now when it comes to things that I'd change, the ladder is probably in the mix of having some pros and cons. It's better than those collapsible ones because it's not going to fail on you, but it does make you feel a little uneasy as it has a little bit of a bend to it. And I imagine if you've got it on a taller four-wheel drive, that's only going to become worse. Now, while we're fortunate enough to have a ladder clip on both the passenger and the driver's side, I do wish there was one on the back side here, just so that if you had your car mounted that way, you could put the ladder on the back as well and just get that extra bit of access. I don't feel like it would take much, just a couple extra clips like they have on there. Probably the last thing in the would change or could be done better category, I don't know if it could be done better, is the length. Is that for someone like me or my wife, it's totally fine. It's super comfy and the perfect length. But if you were pretty tall, your head probably would touch the end and your feet would probably touch the back. That's just something that happens with rooftop tents in general. Well, I hope that gives you a little bit of an insight into the Odyssey rooftop tent from James Farroud. Honestly, I have loved having this thing. It's so comfy, it's so spacious. The mattress is great. I haven't mentioned that, but the mattress is great. And it's just really been great on all my adventures to have a bit of a home base just like this one to be able to go anywhere from. Let us know down below what rooftop tent you have and what you think of the Odyssey. I think it's great. Anyway, have a good one. I'll see you next time.